Now, this is a real American artist." Against the backdrop of a huge American flag, the singer-songwriter Kid Rock performed his song Born Free at a Fenway Park concert in Boston. Whiskey Riff reported that within a minute into the song, he made his way to a lower level, knelt in front of the crowd, and stopped singing while he bowed his head for a few measures. He then looked out at the crowd and yelled what most of us patriotic Americans are thinking, F*** Colin Kaepernick. His strong statement was obviously met with cheers and whistles from the crowd. Of course, all this went down when Kaepernick was still pretending to play for the San Francisco 49ers. When he was put on the bench because he was a so-so player who was too lazy to run the ball. Here is more on the real reason why Kaepernick was never resigned via the comeback. Richard Sherman and others are concerned that nobody wants Colin Kaepernick because the outspoken quarterback is perhaps too outspoken. He quietly protested the national anthem by taking a knee when it was played before games in 2016, and now there's a belief that teams don't want that kind of First Amendment exercising in their locker rooms. I can't provide any more proof that teams aren't blackballing Kaepernick than Sherman can that teams are blackballing him. But I do think history indicates that Kaepernick's on-field performance has more to do with his lack of employment opportunities than anything else. Here are the reasons why. 1. Kaepernick isn't a good NFL quarterback, never really was, although he did take the league by storm, à la Robert Griffin III, early in his career. That was back when defensive coordinators and personnel were still shocked by such uniquely athletic quarterbacks and hadn't yet figured out how to stop them. Then they did, and Kaepernick was exposed. Once the league caught up to him, it became obvious that Kaepernick doesn't know how to hit secondary reads or even consistently manage an NFL offense under center. He misses too many easy passes and bails far too early on promising plays. In his last 4 seasons, Kaepernick has completed fewer than 60% of his passes, averaging just 7.1 yards per attempt. His 85.9 passer rating since the start of 2014 ranks 25th among 29 quarterbacks who have made at least 25 starts in that span. That is not a small sample. Statistically and empirically, Kaepernick hasn't performed consistently well since the 2013 playoffs. 2. Michael Vick, Greg Hardy, Adam Jones, Alden Smith, Chris Culliver. Vick and his associates murdered dogs. Hardy was arrested for choking his girlfriend and throwing her onto a couch full of assault rifles. Jones pleaded no contest to conspiracy to commit disorderly conduct in connection to a Las Vegas strip club shooting that left a man partially paralyzed. Smith has been arrested at least 5 times since coming into the league. When asked if there were any gay players on his team, Culliver, who also has a rap sheet, once said this, "No, we don't got no gay people on the team, they gotta get up out of here if they do. Can't be with that sweet stuff. Nah, can't be, in the locker room man. Nah, all of those guys found work after those incidents, because the NFL is a screwy business in which teams have always been willing to sacrifice moral high ground in order to win. And the better you are, the more likely you are to gain a second, third, fourth, fifth chance. There's no other way to explain why those 5 found new jobs, along with other talented turds. You know, guys like Michael Floyd, Ahmad Brooks, Ray McDonald, Adrian Peterson, Rolando McClain, Albert Hainsworth, Parrish Cox, Kenny Britt, Aqib Talib, Ray Moaluga, Brandon Marshall, Terrell Suggs, Joey Porter, Randy Starks, Frosty Rucker, Santonio Holmes, Kevin Williams, Nick Harper, Tank Williams, Michael Pittman, Muhsin Muhammad, Corey Dillon, Rod Smith and Ray Lewis. If teams were willing to take the PR hits associated with employing those players, surely some would be willing to sign a guy like Kaepernick, whose jersey sales skyrocketed after he began protesting the anthem last year. Unless, of course, Kaepernick isn't a good quarterback.